describe the school and the community at Wolf Meadow?
So if I were to describe the school and the community of Wolf Meadow, I would talk about it being inclusive and including everyone. Everyone who works here is fully vested in the children and the families here. And we have a community and a culture that is about setting very high expectations for everyone and meeting each kid, each student where they are and helping them rise to that expectation. That is what the culture and the community is here at Wolf Meadow.
How did you decide who the winners would be?
We set out the parameters for the Impact Award to our entire staff and asked them to nominate certified staff members and non-certified staff members who they believed made an impact, and to give the reasons and why they thought these people made such an impact on education every day. And so through the nominations, then we looked at those and looked at people who were nominated multiple times by their peers, and from that group of people we selected someone as administrative team that we thought best represented Wolf Meadow for having an impact. For our students, our 5th grade teachers nominated candidates for the Impact Through Education Award. The teachers that work with these students every day made the nominations and selected the winners of the Impact Through Education Award.
Ms. Stephanie McLean. Would Ms. McLean and her family please come forward? Ms. McLean is the go-to staff member all students want to be around. Whenever a student has the opportunity to choose a mentor or an adult to spend time with, Ms. McLean is always their first choice. She makes sure that everyone she supports, students and staff alike, are set up for success. Congratulations, Ms. McLean, and thank you for making an impact in education at Wolf Meadow.
So how did it feel when you were given the news that you were an Impact Award winner?
I was very surprised. I was recording WMEN, our news program here, and so my principal said, "Hey, I need to come on for a second." And so it was a surprise to me instantly, but it made me feel proud and successful.
Why were you given the award?
I was given the award for my flexible schedule and ability to help and support teachers and students.
Who are your role models and how did they make an impact in your life?
Obviously my parents, but professionally, Ms. Brinson, my principal, she's a strong leader as well as a great role model for coaching and helping teachers.
What do you want to achieve in the future?
In the future, I would like to continue being an educator and helping teachers with instructional technology in their classrooms, and maybe move on to either the business world or the county office.
What do you like to do in your free time?
Family and friends is a generic answer, but I have a niece and a nephew that I love to hang out and play with, but I also love to hang out with my friends.
If you could offer one piece of advice about making an impact to others, what would it be?
To be yourself. It is a profession where you are asked to be many things, but being yourself definitely makes a big impact on others.
Ms. Elena Papadopoulos. Would Ms. Papadopoulos and her family please come forward? She is a problem solver. No matter what the issue or concern a parent, staff member, or student has, Ms. P is there to help come up with the best solution. Ms. P is kind and consistent. She speaks to every person she meets with a level head and cool tone and helpful advice. Congratulations on receiving this Impact Through Education Award.
How did you feel when you were given the news that you were an Impact Award winner?
I was absolutely floored, overwhelmed, extremely happy.
Why were you given the award?
I think it's because I have a true sense of community here, played a lot of roles here, and I have a perspective from different places. I also care about everything as a whole and not just my particular job.
Who are your role models and how did they make an impact in your life?
My parents are my role models. They came here to this country in their 30s and 40s. They learned how to speak the language. They got successful jobs, always worked very hard and instilled a very good work ethic and love of what this country has done for us.
What do you want to achieve in your future?
I want to continue to make the biggest impact I can on the people around me, the community, my work community, and my home community.
What do you like to do in your free time?
I love to spend time with my family, play board games. I love to do projects. I'm kind of a hands-on, handy person too. I like crafting and doing things like that.
If you could offer one piece of advice about making an impact to others, what would it be?
Never give up. Stick with it. Try and try again. The people who are the most successful in life have failed many times before they succeed.
Our first honoree from Wolf Meadow Elementary this evening is Roxana Medina. Would Roxana and her family please come forward? Roxana is an expert cheerleader and motivator, as well as teacher for her peers. She shows genuine concern when her peers are struggling in a subject and does her best to help them understand. She also gently encourages her peers to be the best version of themselves. When she makes a mistake, she learns from it and always tries to do better the next time. She makes an impact on her peers and teachers every day. Wolf Meadow Elementary School is fortunate and proud to have Roxana as a student. Congratulations.
So, how did it feel when you were given the news that you were an Impact Award winner?
I felt proud of myself, mostly because my teacher selected me, and when I had the news, it was like the second I walked in the door from coming home. My mom and my older sister were like, "Do you know you're getting interviewed?" And I was really shocked because I didn't really know what they were talking about until my teacher explained it all to me the next day. And I was really proud of myself that I won that award, especially because it's my last year here at Wolf Meadow.
Why were you given the award?
I was given the award from being a big impact to the community and being a good role model to others. And yeah, it's basically that's it.
Who are your role models and how did they make an impact on your life?
My role models are mostly my mom and dad and my teacher, Mrs. Cabarrus. My mom and dad always tell me to be myself and never to let someone else change your life, or just to be the nice little girl you are. And my teacher is like my best friend. She always reminds me that I'm strong and I can do my stuff.
What do you want to achieve in your future?
I want to become a teacher for elementary school, and I'm wishing that I can be a teacher here at Wolf Meadow because it's just really fun helping out people.
What do you like to do in your free time?
I mostly like to either draw or play with my siblings, or just sit down and watch like TV or Netflix.
If you could offer one piece of advice about making an impact on others, what would it be?
It will be to stay strong and to be kind, because if you be kind, other people will be kind back to you.
Our next Wolf Meadow honoree is Yosmer Morales Angelitos. Would Yosmer and his family please come forward? If another student needs a peer buddy or support, Yosmer is the perfect student to help, and he is always willing to help. Another characteristic that makes an impact is Yosmer's curiosity. He asks a lot of questions and puts forth 100% effort day in and day out. With his hard work and determination, we know he will excel and grow this year and beyond. Wolf Meadow Elementary School is proud and fortunate to have Yosmer as a student.
How did it feel when you were given the news that you were an Impact Award winner?
I was surprised, kind of nervous because there was a lot of people staring at me.
Why were you given the award?
I think because I'm a role model to other people and I'm kind.
Who are your role models and how did they make an impact
I
in your
think my
life?
parents, because they always tell me to try my best in school and to never give up.
What do you want to achieve in your future?
I want to be a cop,
Cool.
help out the community.
What do you like to do in your free time?
Fortnite.
Do you have anything else? Do you like what other video games do you like?
I just play Fortnite, sometimes Apex.
If you could offer one piece of advice about making an impact to others, what would it be?
Try your best and never give up.
Everyone here makes such an impact every day on their team members, on the school, on the students, and the community. So there's so many people at Wolf Meadow who are worthy and deserving of this award, and we think that Ms. McLean, Ms. Papadopoulos, Roxana, and Yosmer are great representatives of everyone at this school who makes an impact every day.
describe the school and community at Hickory Ridge?
Kind of separate the two. The community is outstanding. It has that small town feel, extremely supportive. We appreciate all the support of our Hickory Ridge High School families and the community, particularly local businesses, and the outpouring of support in terms of our academics, also some of our financials. They're tremendously supportive and generous with their contributions to all of our fundraisers, and we appreciate that. The school and student body, as we move forward throughout the years, one of our strengths is we're becoming more of a melting pot of diversity. So we got students from all sorts of backgrounds, and we're working together to make one big, huge Hickory Ridge High School family. Academics are very strong, as well as our athletic programs, and I couldn't be more proud of Bull Nation.
How did you decide who the winners would be?
Well, we chose 2 winners from our staff and then 2 students. The students that we chose were the epitome of what a bull should be and stand for. Academically sound with high character. They always contribute back to the school environment, both with their positive attributes, but also their soft-spoken leadership. They walk through the halls day in and day out, get the job done academically and both behaviorally, and they're perfect role models for us to put forward to receive those awards. Our 2 people that we chose as our faculty and staff, the first one's our leadership teacher, Miss Seiler. She is an amazing leader of students. She cares about them. She has a way of saying things to them and being very, very supportive. So the majority of the students come up with these elaborate ideas for fundraisers and also leadership opportunities around the building, and somehow, some way, she's able to round them all up and do an excellent job leading our students to where they need to be and supporting Hickory Ridge High School. The second person we chose was our financial bookkeeper. If anybody knows, tons of money filter through our financials, and tons of checks are written to pay the bills, both to support our academics but also to support the school as a whole. And with her, she's one of those people that always has a smile on her face. It's Miss Robin Whitaker. She does an amazing job of working with our teachers, training our teachers. She manages our attendance of our faculty and staff, our financial records, and then also pays all the bills for us. And she does it in a way that is so supportive and positive in nature. We couldn't be more proud of our award winners this go around.
Hickory Ridge High School is Mrs. Robin Whitaker. Will Mrs. Whitaker and her family please come forward? Mrs. Whitaker has a total of 17 years experience as a school treasurer. She joined the CCS family at Hickory Ridge High School a little over 2 years ago. She's a hard worker who cares about people and making a difference every day. Mrs. Whitaker appreciates that in her job every day is different, and she strives to offer her best support to Hickory Ridge High School staff so that their jobs are a little less hectic. Congratulations, Mrs. Whitaker, and thank you for making an impact at Hickory Ridge High School.
How did you feel when you were given the news that you're an Impact Award winner?
I mean, I was appreciative. I think you always appreciate when someone sees the hard work that you do and they acknowledge it.
Why were you given the award?
I believe that since it is an impact award, then there was someone that I made an impact on. I believe that probably was our principal, since he is the one that does the nominations for the award. So it's nice to know that he too appreciates the work that I do.
Who are your role models and how did they make an impact in your life?
My dad would be my role model, which I think probably a lot of people would say that. My dad had this saying as we were growing up, and what he would tell us, and I continue to tell my children this, he would always say, always remember where you came from, always remember who you are, and remember that the decisions that you make are going to affect the people that you love in your life. So that's something that I just always try to remember.
What do you want to achieve in your future?
Well, right now, at my age, you sort of look toward retirement, so I want to continue doing what I'm doing for a little while, but then sort of move on to something maybe a little different in life down the road, and eventually would like to end up at the beach somewhere.
What do you like to do in your free time?
Most of my free time is spent with my grandkids. I have 3 granddaughters, Caroline, Kennedy, and Piper. So when I do have some extra free time, that's usually where it goes.
And if you could offer one piece of advice about making an impact, what would it be?
To always try to give more than what people expect from you. Always go over and above. So never just do the bare minimum. Always do more than what people are expecting you to do.
Our next Hickory Ridge honoree is Ms. Jill Seiler. Would Ms. Seiler and her family please come forward? Jill Seiler has taught at Hickory Ridge High School since 2012. She currently teaches speech and debate and leadership. Mrs. Seiler believes that through building community in the classroom and creating a positive learning environment, students are free to think creatively and ultimately realize their potential. Congratulations, Mrs. Seiler, and thank you for making an impact through education at Hickory Ridge High School.
How did it feel when you were given the news that you were an Impact Award winner?
I was honored and surprised and excited. I know that this award is a prestigious award in our county, and so I was honored.
Who are your role models and how did they make an impact on your life?
My role models are my parents and my grandparents primarily, and the impact they made on my life is just the values that they've instilled in me and teaching me to be kind to everyone and that you never know what other people are going through, and so you should try to do your best to maybe make their load a little lighter anytime you have that option.
What do you want to achieve in the future?
I would like to continue to teach and continue to hopefully make an impact through education in the community and at my school, and I hope that I always have a connection with students, and I hope that they always feel like I'm someone that they can come to if they need something, and I hope that I will always teach.
What do you like to do in your free time?
In my free time, I like to hang out with my family. I have a 2-year-old daughter that keeps me busy, and so I like to play with her. And so I hang out with my daughter and my husband and our family, and I also enjoy reading and traveling, and I really like Hallmark movies.
If you could offer one piece of advice about making an impact to others, what would it be?
If I could offer one piece of advice for others, it would be to just treat everybody like you want to be treated and try to take that simple advice into every situation. And I think when you do that and you take a minute to try to get to know people, you're able to impact them.
Our next Hickory Ridge honoree is Cameron Rose. Would Cameron and his family please come forward? Cameron Rose is a senior at Hickory Ridge High School, an honor student and an example of a student who is determined and focused on what he wants to achieve. He carries himself with a confident humility, and that's something you don't see every day. He has a good heart, and it shines through in his daily life. Cameron has a personal relationship with God and attends Oak Grove, where he has ushered for the last 5 years. He runs track at Hickory Ridge, where he is a 3-time state champion and a 2-time All-American. He will continue his academic and athletic careers at Virginia Tech next year, where he plans to study business management. Congratulations, Cam, on receiving this Impact of Education Award.
How did it feel when you were given the news that you were an Impact Award winner?
It felt good. I felt really honored to be, selected for an award like that by the county, and it just felt good to represent my school in a positive way.
Why were you given the award?
I like to think I'm a pretty happy person. And when I walk in the room, hopefully, the room becomes a little bit happier, be a positive influence to my peers, teachers, and just never want to give anyone a hard time.
Who are your role models and how did they make an impact in your life?
Definitely my parents. They made a lot of sacrifices for me. They put in a lot of time with me, just helping me out with anything I need. And they just kind of raised me the right way, taught me right from wrong.
What do you want to achieve in your future?
I definitely want to go to school, get my degree. Just looking forward to finding a career in that field. And also I run track, so maybe be an Olympian.
What do you like to do in your free time?
It's too much of it, but I like to, sit back watching Netflix.
If you could offer one piece of advice about making an impact to others, what would it be?
Just be nice to others, be kind, show love, that can go a long way. You never know what anybody's going through.
Our first Hickory Ridge High School honoree is Jill Coble. Would Jill and her family please come forward? Jill Coble is a senior at Hickory Ridge High School. During her years at Hickory Ridge, she's maintained a high GPA while taking rigorous courses at the AP and honors levels, and also participating in student council, HOSA, debate club, and club volleyball. Jill has amazing initiative and is intrinsically motivated to do her best every day. Jill's extracurricular activities include working at Chick-fil-A. The management there quickly realized Jill's potential for leadership and made her a manager nearly 2 years ago. Jill has already been accepted to Eastern Carolina University and is waiting to hear from several other universities before deciding where to attend college. Congratulations, Jill, and thank you for making an impact at Hickory Ridge High School.
All right, so how did you feel when you were given the news that you're an Impact Award winner?
When I was given this award, I was very shocked at first. After talking to my counselor and just learning a little bit more about it, I became really proud of myself. It was something, like I said, that I wasn't really expecting, but it was what I needed in the moment to kind of sit back, relax, and enjoy the last few months of high school, just because I realized the impact that I was making on others, and I wanted to keep doing that, helping those people, as well as enjoying the rest of my time here.
Why were you given the award?
I guess the simple answer would be because of the impact that I've made on my peers and teachers throughout the building over my 4 years of high school. But more importantly, I feel like I just have a positive attitude. I'm always smiling and just ready to go to school. Even though it's been a long 4 years, there hasn't been a day that I haven't wanted to be here and I haven't wanted to continue learning.
Who were your role models and how did they make an impact in your life?
My parents are definitely my biggest role models in life, as well as my older sister. Both of my parents are actually teachers in Cabarrus County, so I kind of get an insight on what the teachers go through on a daily basis. But my mom especially just pushes me to be a better person every single day and is always there to make sure that I'm making the right decisions. Even if I know I am, she just gives me that reassurance and that extra push to go the extra mile. And I also said my sister. My sister is a senior at Western Carolina University, where she's planning to go back to school. She wants to be a doctor, so she's always good at giving advice for high school, and of course, the coming years when college decisions and things like that.
What do you want to achieve in your future?
I want to go to a 4-year school and become a nurse. Helping people has always come natural to me, and I love the healthcare system. So I feel like being in the role of a nurse, I can really reach out to people and continue to impact lives and just care for those that need it.
What do you like to do in your free time?
I have very little free time. Outside of school, I'm a manager at Chick-fil-A over in Concord. I've been there for almost 2 years now, and I work a lot, anywhere between 35 and 40 hours a week. So free time is minimum, but I do enjoy working. I have a lot of fun there with my coworkers and my bosses. So it's a good time, but of course we have Sundays off, so on Sundays I do like to spend time with my family, whether it's just watching TV, going shopping, just some quality time.
If you could offer one piece of advice about making an impact to others, what would it be?
Just try to stay positive, because there are going to be times when life gets you down, school stresses you out, but don't express that. Just always try to keep a smile on your face, think positive, make jokes, whatever you have to do, just to keep yourself focused and put yourself first, and you'll be happier with yourself, so it's easier to make an impact on other people's lives.
I wish we could give them out every month, because there's a lot of great things that happen between our student leaders, but also with our faculty and staff. And if we could give these impact awards out each and every month, we would have no trouble doing that. I just want to say I'm very, very proud to be the principal at Hickory Ridge High School, the faculty and staff here, how we meet the needs of our students, and I'm also very, very proud of our students and the way they rise to the occasion, both with their character and academic performance, and I thank you.